Alrighty, everybody, we are Easy Allies. We are here on this glorious evening after episode 4 of season 2, episode 4 of season 2, day 1 of The Last of Us, and it fucking rocked.
Spoiler mode, final warning, spoiler mode activated.
Loved it.
Yeah, I was very happy with this episode.
I really liked this
I was
one.
very happy with this.
Yes. Initial thoughts, Gabby.
Initial thoughts.
Initial
like
thoughts. Yeah.
Do you know who that special guest star was in the car?
Is that some Disney Channel shit, right? Josh and something?
Yes, Nickelodeon.
Yeah. Nickelodeon.
Drake and
okay.
Josh. It's Josh Peck.
Got it. Yeah. Yeah, he's
I
great.
I recognized him, and I was like, "Who the fuck is that?"
Yeah.
And then when his name came up at the end, I was like, "Oh my god! Of course, it's Josh Peck."
Yeah, it was good. I was a fan. I was an enthusiast.
Yeah, he was great. He was so good at being like a total asshole.
Yeah.
You know. And I love Jeffrey Wright. I'm always so happy to see him.
Really elevates
we
it.
knew he was coming, of course, but it's
losing
such a joy.
Losing
to see Jeffrey Wright.
Totally, because you lose someone the caliber of Pedro, you got to fill that void, and Jeffrey Wright is up to the task, easily on the level of that star power, dude. Star power.
Mm-hmm.
And Jeffrey Wright it just has that magnetic scene presence. And he was incredible because initially with the game, it's grown on me over the years. Initially, the Isaac stuff didn't really hit for me. I wasn't super into it.
Really?
And the character grew on me and the wolves and stuff, just because there's so much to process in that first playthrough. But
that's true.
Even after liking it, I still wanted more to his character, and I feel like this is such a great opportunity to get that. Just give us more of him.
Was so much. I feel like there was so much that was kind of hinted at and implied in the game, but we just didn't learn that much. And I love that in the game when you see Isaac, he looks kind of like Jeffrey Wright.
Yeah, a little bit.
Exactly like Jeffrey Wright.
Yeah.
So when I saw him, I was like, is that I was like, is that Jeffrey Wright? Almost immediately. But I had to confirm it later that it actually was Jeffrey Wright.
Yeah. Yeah, he was intense in that first scene. Which it seems like a game change. I don't remember him being part of Fedra at all. Zero in the backstory.
I don't either.
I think he was just a civilian.
I really like that.
Yeah, just a civilian.
That was so crazy when he threw the grenade. Were they smoke grenades?
No, real grenades. Just tossed the way he tossed two of them in there was just so sick.
Just blank face.
So cool.
Crazy.
So
crazy.
Cool. And we see him again later in the episode, obviously modern times, with the interrogation scene, which was so intense. It was so intense, dude. Setting the tone.
I screamed when we saw that man's penis. I screamed.
Yeah, it was a jump scare penis for sure.
Yeah, I'm like, oh god.
It was a jump scare penis. Wow, what a scene.
And they kept showing it.
Mm-hmm. Super good scene.
Yeah. Whoa.
Setting the tone. Go ahead.
When he said that he used to go to Williams-Sonoma.
So
I
funny.
used to work at Williams-Sonoma.
So
I know
funny.
exactly what he's talking about.
With those pans.
Those copper Yep.
Great scene.
But I knew immediately. I immediately knew because of his eye line.
Oh yeah,
he's just such a good actor.
Yeah.
because of his eyeline, I was like, oh, he's about to burn someone.
Oh yeah, 100%. He's interrogating and
yeah.
torturing someone.
Because he was looking down, and I was like, oh, someone's on the ground that he's about to burn with this pan.
Yeah.
Ooh,
and that's like the first time you
that was
see
some good
him.
gore, though.
That's the first time you see him in the game too. He's coming out of the room interrogating someone.
Right.
So
right.
is clearly not. It's scary that he's not unhinged. He's just a true believer of us versus them.
Yeah.
We will take you out. And of course, that ties into the whole.
Totally.
I like that they mentioned it. I wonder if we'll get more of that. Probably when we get to Abby and stuff. But the ceasefire, the treaty of Seraphites and WLF, we learn a little more about that. I don't think it's ever clearly said like who or what started the war exactly, but we do know a lot about the current right now war and how that ceasefire broke.
And I mean, I think that's the point, kind of, that we don't know. I mean, and he implies like we don't know who started it, and we don't know who started the idea for a treaty, and we don't know who broke the treaty first. Like they don't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, because in the game the kids come to like kill some WLF soldiers, and the WLF soldiers kill them. All fucking hell breaks loose.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
And then we hear about.
I loved Jeffrey Wright's line.
Which line?
Ready?
Yeah.
When he said the strange benefits of the apocalypse.
Oh yeah. That was good. That was super good.
So good.
Yes.
So good.
What else? Okay, then we get, of course, we're in Seattle day one with our leads.
Oh, yeah, and I wonder what that is telling us about the structure of the rest of the show.
Oh, we're definitely getting Abby day one. Yeah.
Right, but are we getting that immediately?
Nah.
I think we are.
Like next episode, Abby day one?
Yes. I think we're seeing the whole thing from Abby's perspective.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
That's my guess.
Yeah. But we get them palling around, you know. We knew this would be truncated because we don't need to explore for bullets and rags and cloth and bottles like the video game. But they did find the record
Documents.
store. Yeah, but they did find the record store, which was a big, obviously one of the highlights of, you know, that open area exploration part that we all love in The Last of Us. You know, the bank and the coffee shop and the synagogue and city hall and the freaking record store, all that stuff. Did you expect Bella to do the song?
Yeah, I did.
Did you? I for a second I was like, maybe they'll do like a different song, just because it's the show.
Oh, I thought it would either be Take On Me or the Pearl Jam song that is that Joel sings in the game.
Future whatever. Yeah.
Future Days or some shit.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah.
Days of Future Past.
Yeah. That was a good scene. I loved it. Of course.
Yeah.
You know, I really love the direction there when they're snooping around in the pharmacy and then they come out, just the contrast of like a dark, muggy building, and then you come out and it's like all bright and they're in the city. Like, just love shit like that.
Yeah,
those
green
transitions.
And so beautiful.
Yeah,
totally.
So
then is the news station, I think.
Dude, so epic. Holy shit.
Whoa.
So fucking epic, especially because in the behind the scenes we learned that those were stunt people actually hanging. They weren't like dummies or bodies. Like, what? That was sick. And
it felt like you could tell they weren't dummies, kind of like in the moment I was like, oh, those must be dummies, but like it felt too real.
Yeah,
you know, it felt so real. I even thought to myself, those are really realistic dummies.
Dude, it was crazy. The guts hanging out was so perfect.
The guts hanging out.
Yeah.
and they were like hanging out all the way. You have like like a mile of intestine or whatever, so they're like
Entrails and
hanging
shit.
all the way to the floor. Fuck. And it's so crazy. I highly recommend everyone who watches this show stick around at the end for those behind the scenes, because to see that all of these sets are practical
Yeah.
is like so amazing.
Yeah.
They look
100%.
so cool.
That one stunt guy or the VFX guy, like 2 or 3 episodes has been like, yeah, it's a dream to walk onto this set. He's literally said it like 2 or 3 times where he's like, no, okay, for this episode, he was like, oh yeah, it's a dream to walk onto this set and be able to do this. And then for the battle episode, he was like, yeah, it was a dream to be able to have a flamethrower scene. It's like, this guy loves his job and it is showing.
He's living.
Yeah, yeah. So epic.
Oh my god.
But I really, really loved how they captured the combat encounters in the game with this scene, dude, when the WLF soldiers came in and Dina and Ellie were hiding behind the boxes. I thought it was fucking a perfect translation. Like, Dina is playing grounded mode, like
so
counting,
scared.
listening to like in the sewer later on. I just kept thinking, like, dude, Dina's on grounded mode for sure. But it was
No, Dina has Witcher vision. Ellie's
listen mode or whatever. It was like, and like,
yeah,
the way the soldiers were coming in and like boxing Ellie and Dina in, you're like, dude, where are they gonna go? They're gonna have to fight here. There's no way out. Like, that scene was so well done. And then we got a neck stab, of course.
Earlier in the episode, earlier in the episode when they silently agreed that they would just kill WF soldiers who got in their way.
Setting the tone.
Loved that.
Yeah.
And are we on to the okay?
Well, just the really intense chase out of there, because they like booked it out.
And then into that claustrophobic hole.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Throw up.
Yeah, that was intense.
And the train set.
The train.
I specifically noted the train set because it was just whoa. And I'm a New Yorker. I have an inherent fear of being trapped on a train. So this was very traumatizing to witness.
Some of my favorite encounters of all time. When they're fucking hunting you down in there with the flares everywhere, and you can sick the freaking infected on the humans. It is the best. And this scene, again, just captured all of that so well, so perfectly. It's out of control. So many infected, dude. It was just harrowing. It was
oh my god,
so many.
It's so scary. And then being trapped on the train full of dead bodies, because that implies like there was an outbreak on the train.
Yeah.
You know? Or something like that. And then they had to like basically close the train down.
Yeah.
So, trap people in there, like,
or maybe they were like hiding down in there and then just got hit with it all.
Ugh.
So crazy.
So scary.
Yeah.
And as you were saying before, Dina counting the number of infected, that was so cool.
So sick. Love it. I feel like I'm literally playing the game when she was doing that. I was like, this is the best.
Yep.
So then, they run off, and of course the turnstile situation. And amazing, 10 out of 10. And Ellie, puts her arm there. Dina's gonna get bit. Ellie blocks the bite, dude. Because obviously in the game with spores, handled differently in the show, obviously the whole spore controversy, we've talked about that ad nauseum. We don't need to talk about the spores. But in the game, Ellie's mask cracks, and then Dina's about to take off her mask to give it to Ellie, and she's like, no, like, I'm immune. And they run out.
Yeah.
And then this was handled differently. What did you think about how all of this whole thing went down from the bite to the sex?
That's not what I thought you were saying. Oh, I really liked it. I thought it was really powerful, and I thought Isabella Merced's performance was really good. You could tell you could feel her fear that she would be and kind of the extrapolating in her mind where she's like, I'm pregnant. I came here with this girl and now I'm going to have to kill her and I'm still fucking pregnant. And then what am I going to do? Back to go back home by myself? Like I am so fucked in every way.
Yeah.
Um yeah. And
Yeah.
I just felt all of that.
All of that. So good, Gabby. You're so right. Just all of those different layers. Like, seriously, like 10 atomic bombs dropping in your brain of like this and this and this and this and holy shit and holy shit and holy shit. Like, it was crazy.
So crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, because in the game, again, it plays differently. It's more of a betrayal in the game. Like, why didn't you tell me that you were immune? What the fuck? I thought we were tight. I can't believe you kept this from me. I'm pregnant. I'm gonna sleep and go silent treatment now. Is kind of that game moment. And I liked the nuances and the changes here quite a bit. Not that I like one or the other, but I just really liked the way this all went down here as well.
Yeah. And then Dina reveals that she's pregnant.
Yeah.
And they have sex and
And then so because it didn't go down like we talked about a couple episodes ago at Eugene's, which is where it goes down in the game. They, smoke a bunch of weed.
Right.
So, we were wondering when they were gonna connect like that, and then
totally.
They did talk about this also in the behind the scenes of just like all these emotions coming out. Like it makes perfect sense.
Totally.
Yeah.
And just like a desperation for human connection in that moment.
Yeah.
And their relationship developing from, as powerful as a female friendship can be to then a same-sex relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ride or die forever.
Ride or die. I loved it when Ellie said, I would die for you, but that is not what just happened.
Yeah, that was so great.
That was just very naturalistic.
Because it's like, dude, please don't shoot me. Like I'm immune. Like I need to explain this to you before you shoot me.
But at the same time being like, I would die for you. Like, don't worry, I would die for you, but that's not what happened.
Yeah, but and then a shout out, of course, to like second, let's say top 3 favorite video game locations of all time, the theater. Yeah. There was. And it looked glorious.
It looked so good. It looked so good. I was just like, oh, like my heart.
It. Yeah.
It's the best, but also it's the worst, and I hate it.
It is totally. Just so much emotion from this cozy yet ominous building for sure. So great. Just a really focused episode, man. God damn. Like, and this is that good shit.
Stopped. But this is what I thought was gonna happen, like there's so much, even in the game, there's so much plot and setup that's happening in the first, like, I won't even call it the first act. It's like the first chapter kind of the game too. And so much of this section of the game is like walking around and just having conversations. And that's, you don't want to see that on television. So I like that we had a little bit of it, of course, but all this can be so truncated.
Yeah. Because I do want that, Gabby. I want that.
But we had that for 3 episodes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm always looking for the extended cuts. give me the like 2.5 hour episode of just like scavenging for scrap,
picking up rags. Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for.
I would rather play doing that than watch it.
True.
The other 2 notes I made, 2 things that I thought of when they were on the train. I was like, Train to Busan. This is literally
yes,
Stranger Things,
what a
right?
call. Yes, oh my god, them like
Right?
crashing through the windows,
Exactly.
dude.
Exactly. I was like, this is
So yes, yes.
and then when the Seraphite was being tortured, and first when Isaac was like, "Oh, put your hand out," and he like tentatively puts his hand out to get burned,
Best moment of
and
the
then he
episode.
doesn't.
The second
That was
one.
also visceral
Yeah.
gore. Really. Oh yeah, yeah. But he looked like 11 from Stranger Things. He was like,
That's funny.
I was like, okay, casting a spell.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
That was my favorite. That was my favorite moment in the whole episode by far.
Yeah,
Because
me
the
too.
camera's like following Isaac's pan and it goes back and they're just waiting there. Oh my god.
Yeah,
That scene hit, dude.
yeah.
Mm.
Like, you can do whatever you want to me. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
betray my faith,
And
my people.
And you fucking shook Isaac. Isaac was shook. Immediately just kills him because he knows he's not going to get to him, whatever he does. And the threat about like the WLF soldiers keep coming to our side. We don't go to yours. Like, in Isaac's head,
Whoa,
dude. In
that
Isaac's
was
head.
really crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did not realize that the guy who was like, "Oh, and he deserved it, fucking animal." Like, I did not realize that was the same guy from the truck
Oh, okay.
until
Yeah.
the behind the scenes.
That's funny. That's funny.
Well, he's wearing a helmet.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm supposed to memorize this much of his face.
Yeah.
Like, I did not realize. I was
Yeah.
like, is that a famous person? But no.
Yeah. Just his like right, I guess his right hand man or something now, or his true believer
I think
acolyte.
I think it's just showing us that like the WLF, it's not better
Yeah.
than Fedra.
Yeah.
And I guess they talked about this in the behind the scenes kind of too. Like, it's the people they were calling voters, like they were being dehumanized
Yeah.
and having their rights and their agency taken away. And now he's doing that. He's doing the exact same thing to the Seraphites.
Yeah.
And this guy doesn't have the perspective. Like, both sides are being indoctrinated.
Yeah.
I
would like to see more Seraphite violence, because if I didn't know better, it's really portraying them as like 100% the sympathetic characters versus the WLF. All the WLF scene,
we saw them string people up.
We saw the aftermath. We saw the aftermath, but we've also seen the Seraphite kid die and that whole framing of the scene. This Seraphite getting tortured. So it's like, oh, the Seraphites are the victims. There's still 3 more episodes. There's time for that. But it's definitely skewing towards WLF bad, Seraphites victim / good. But I'm sure they're building that up, of course. They're building that up. And I feel like that has to be intentional for a narrative reason. So I'm just watching. Yeah, I'm just watching out for it. Keeping track of it.
Because we haven't even really, besides that one scene where they're walking in the forest, we haven't really seen them.
Exactly.
Except their dead bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dead bodies, and one of them brutally tortured and murdered, but then potentially like
naked.
But then their handiwork too, with all those strung up bodies, of course. Pretty ominous.
Yeah.
But 3 more episodes to go. We're in a pretty good spot here. I mean, there's a full-blown war out in front of us, which is also intense. I mean, just from that shot at the end, it looked like the full-scale war was going down. I know in the game there's a lot of skirmishes, and the full-scale war is like later. Do we think they're gonna like change that up, and then that's it?
What do you mean? The full-scale war is later?
Yeah. Isaac's plan. Isaac's whole big fucking plan.
Oh. But I think that's a full-scale... Oh, yes, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
But I think even then, it's like just it's not even about it being a war then. It's like we're already at war, but it's kind of a lukewarm war, as it were. It's not a cold war or a hot war,
Mhm.
but and he's just like, I want to eliminate these people.
Yeah, it's like that
You know?
the last attack. I wonder if that's still going to be a
Yeah.
plot point, or if we're just like fighting in the streets and that'll be that, or if there will be the whole like.
I think it has to be.
Yeah, it has to be. It has to be. Yeah,
I
it was
think
just
so.
really, it was just pretty jarring. Like seeing that final shot, like it looked like freaking tanks were in the street. Like it was like nuts. So it's like, what the
Oh,
fuck?
you mean the bomb? I
Yeah,
was
the,
so
the
confused.
final
Okay,
shot
yes,
when
I
they're
forgot
on the
about that.
roof looking out to the street,
Yeah.
and there's
I
like
think it was just one bomb.
Okay, because I could have sworn I heard like gunfire and saw gunfire and like smoke and fire and.
Yeah, but I think it was like one concentrated attack.
Okay, chill.
Yeah.
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 Okay, you're probably right. Because yeah, I was
'Cause
wondering.
on the walkie, they were like, oh, a few Seraphites came in. Like it wasn't like, oh, they're all attacking.
Got it.
You know?
Okay. Chill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, and then Dina, of course, is like, I'm with you no matter what. I'm not leaving.
Even though I'm pregnant.
Yeah, which is kind of intense because also in the game that's a little different. She like rests up. So like I guess they're just gonna go out together.
Yeah.
It remains to be
also,
seen. Yeah.
wait, don't they get like
That's before.
taken? The both
That's
of
before.
them?
That's day one. That's before. Before they get to
But I'm saying maybe they're gonna put that after.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe they're just doing it in a different order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, great
'Cause
episode.
I also like, especially this
Go ahead.
version of Dina. I don't think she would be like, yeah, I'll just chill out here.
Totally. Little different Dina for sure.
Yeah.
No offense to Jackson, but I really like that we weren't bogged down by Jackson goings on. No offense. Like
Yeah, same,
I feel like it
same.
just made this episode move and lean and mean and good. Like fucking hell, man. It was just a good episode. I loved it. 10 out of 10, no notes. Like, yeah. Any other?
This is my favorite so far, I think. This ep.
This and the first one, yeah, are definitely the strongest for me by far.
Right, the first one too.
I definitely will always feel the absence of Joel and Pedro, always. But other people are so incredible that, yeah, it's just
Jeffrey
that's
Wright
it.
is welcoming us into
Exactly,
his big strong hands.
and chat as well. Isabella Merced is like next level Dina, dude, out of control. Yeah, and I think Ellie's just a slower burn, dude. We're gonna see some. She like, to me, Ellie hasn't even begun. Still hasn't even begun. We're still on day 0, Ellie.
Yeah. She hasn't like felt the joy of revenge.
The
yet,
joy of the kill.
You know? Yes. Well, she has felt the joy of the kill, but she hasn't yet sought her revenge.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think she's gonna
saving it up.
Yeah, she's saving it up. If we see Jackson again next week, I'm gonna be angry. I don't want to see it anymore.
I know, dude. Yeah, I needed some time away from Jackson.
I'm over it.
Yeah.
I'm over it. Give me a couple episodes away and
Yeah.
then take me back to Jackson.
Yeah, this one was so good. Top tier. And we just got 3 left. It's almost over already. It's crazy. We're more than halfway through just like that. We just started, but then we'll have to wait 2 more years for season 3. This shit takes forever to make, dude. This shit is high budget.
Yeah. A lot of sets, a lot of VFX.
Yeah. If you miss Pedro, you get to see him in a few months in Fantastic Four. All is well. All is good. Yeah, this season took 2 years pretty much. I imagine the next one, same. This shit took 2 years. Season 1 was 2023. Here we are, the middle of 2025. close to 2
Yeah,
years.
I imagine so.
Mm-hmm. Like a year and a half at least. It's
I
crazy.
think also I think for this season there's a lot more sets. They're doing a lot of stuff outside.
I mean, they built
in the
Joel's
first
house for
season.
10 minutes. Yeah.
Right.
Crazy.
HBO just throwing away money.
Yeah, they haven't even filmed season 3 or started writing because they just got renewed. It just got renewed recently. That news broke, remember? They were like, yo, season 3 renewed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Though
I don't even think they have
that's not
scripts.
always how it works, but but yeah.
Either way, we have 3 episodes left. So enjoy them, savor them. Enjoy our time away from Jackson while we can.
Yep, 3 episodes.
Throwing just strays at Jackson. Oh my goodness. All right, everybody.
Yeah, Jackson catching strays.
Yeah,
He didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
I love Gabrielle Luna, but
Yeah, I know. I love everyone there. Catherine O'Hara is like the GOAT, dude. Gabriel Luna, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But we spent 3 full episodes there, and I don't want to see it again.
Yeah. Oh, what the fuck is wrong with Seattle? Killed me, says Darcy. Absolutely. So funny. So good. All right.
Oh, yeah, that was really funny.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining episode 4 of the Last of Us Spoiler Mode. We're Easy Allies. Check us out on Patreon and right here on Twitch and YouTube. Just look up Easy Allies. You'll find us. We'll be back here around the same time next week after the episode. That'll be episode 5 of 7, the penultimate episode. Are you allowed to say that? Does that make sense? The penultimate? Or it would be the pre-penultimate? The prologue? The penultimate prologue? I don't know.
Spoiler mode, final warning, spoiler mode activated.